Okay, hello YouTube. This is going to be the review of the Victorinox Swisschamp from my 6-year-old daughter. She's 6.5, she's going to be 7 in a couple of months, and she wants to do her first multi-tool / knife review. So, Stanzi, how does it feel in your hand?
It feels really, really smooth. Really, really smooth.
And is it heavy or light?
Medium.
Medium? Okay. And what are your favorite tools on it?
Magnifier, the pliers, the fish scale.
Fish scaler, yeah.
And then this kind of screwdriver that you can tighten glasses screwdrivers.
And also it's fun to play with, right?
Yes, very fun to play with. But be careful because you could poke your eye.
Okay. Now let's talk about each one of those one by one. Can you open the magnifier?
Yes.
Okay, close that up. Alright, now hold that up for the camera a little bit here. Now what do you like about the magnifier?
Well, you can really see things close up if you put it like this far away.
Mm-hmm.
And this thing, if you want to open it, there's this little thing to open it up.
The tab to open it up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So and the fish scaler,
What do you use that fish scaler for?
Well, I don't really use this very much because I usually never take salmon on fishing trips. So.
But what do you like about it when you do use it?
It's like when I play, there's a tree right here, and I could pretend a guy is holding this saw, like a little saw, and cutting down the tree.
Okay. What about the fork on the end?
Well, I use it to pick up pickles.
It's a pickle fork, huh?
Yeah.
And it's just fun to play with, right? That tool?
Yeah, and it can really like hook onto something, but something else in this video will be a bit better about hooking.
Okay, we'll get to that later. Okay, why don't you close that up now and let's move to the, uh-oh, dropped the paper clip. Stand by.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to the next thing, the pliers. You need help opening that, right? Let me open that for you and then you can talk about them.
So the pliers are kind of spring-loaded, and these can have a really tight grip on it. So you can easily grab stuff if they have like a hook or anything like this.
What did I just use the pliers for?
You used it to...
Pulled the lint out of the washing machine, right?
Yeah.
It was stuck in the rubber gasket in the bottom of the high-efficiency washer.
Yeah.
And that's... So that you like that because it's useful or because it's fun to play with?
It's both,
Okay.
actually.
And that's important when you're 6. Okay, and you said you like the saw, too.
Yeah.
Do you need help getting the saw out, or can you get it?
I need help getting out the saw.
Okay, let me help here.
What's this?
Go ahead. Okay, get out the saw here.
That's a saw.
Now this is the first one that you like that's actually you can cut yourself with, right?
Yes.
What do you cut with that, Stanzi?
Well, I mostly cut wood and paper and...
Paper with the saw?
Well, kind of, yeah.
How do you cut paper with the saw?
Like, you know that video we watched that morning?
Cutting paper with the saw? No, that was with a knife blade.
I know.
That's how they show the knife blades are sharp. Okay, so this one you got to be careful of, right?
Yeah.
Okay, can you show me how you close it safely?
No way.
Yeah, come on, just keep your hand out of the way and... Okay, this is a healthy caution for... Okay, what about the hook? Can you get the hook out?
No, I tried, but...
Yeah, you don't have strong enough fingernails yet. I'll get it for you.
So the hook is like when we had that pickle fork out, this is much better than hook than that. So it was really, so you can like put paper clips and the same thing with the magnifier. This thing will help you get it out.
Okay.
And it hooks really well. I would use this like to get when you're going fishing. You could put the hook, like the hook that caught the fish out.
Yeah. It's the fish scaler with that fork on the end. That's what you use to push it out. Because if you pull the hook with that, it just pulls the hook in more. Okay, now let's talk about what's your use for this knife. Would you call this something that you everyday carry, or you just occasionally carry, or you just use it for camping or for hiking, or?
I would just take it for hiking.
So this is not something you carry every day.
No.
It's a little too big and heavy, right?
Yeah, and I could definitely not carry it to school.
Yeah, definitely not. Okay, what about the pen?
Oh,
Just show us the pen. Get on the table here so I can zoom in. No, the pen from your Swiss Army knife.
I know, but I need to show them how they write it.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So the pen is really good. It's blue. You can easily write someone's name on it. This is mine.
Turn it over so we can read it. See? And the size is just right for little hands, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of small for me, but it's just right for you. Okay, anything else?
I don't know. Oh, yes. This. Oh, we already talked about it. But stay there. What else was that? There was, Oh, and I wanted to tell you about and we didn't plan about this, Dad, but I think we should do it.
Okay.
Like,
We'll go off script for a little bit. The tweezers. Okay.
This can grab stuff, but not a tight grip like the pliers.
So that's for grabbing smaller stuff, right?
Like thin stuff, and you can use it like a flag if it's paper.
Okay. What about if you get a wood splinter in your finger?
Pull it out.
You can pull it right out with that, right?
And with tweezers before my dad picked up a bee that couldn't fly.
Yeah, it was still alive enough to sting us, but not alive enough to fly away, right? I didn't want to get stung, so. Okay, do you want me to say a couple things about it now?
Sure.
All right. This was mostly Stanzi's review, but. All right. So the things I like about this knife are that it's just got a good tool set. It has very few useless tools. The fish scaler I think is kind of useless, but it is fun to use that fork at the tip for olives once in a while. Everybody jokes about that. Now this is a tool that people don't talk about too often, but the file, I find that very useful. It's sharpened on the edge too, so that you can actually cut metal with it. And it's hardened a lot harder than the rest of the tools, so it actually is useful as a file. And it's very sharp. The Victorinox scissors are about the best out there. Once in a while the leaf spring will break, but they'll send you a new one for free and you just drift punch it out here and put in the new one. Yeah, so the saw is useful for camping, of course. You have some guys that would rather have a big choppy fixed blade knife or a hatchet, but this really is something that you could go camping with and not worry about having to have a choppy knife with you. This is something Stanzi didn't mention, but you got an inline number 2 Phillips, which also works pretty well on a number 1. And it locks at 90 degrees for more torque. But having it inline is nice, and having it spaced away from the handle a little bit is nice too. It does. The knife does flap around a little bit when you're. It's not exactly centered, I guess is what I mean. And this is just an excellent belt pouch carry knife. There's also this. Got a mini screwdriver back here, and the wood chisel. It's hard to find this on the knives that are not really thick, but that's sharp on the end, so you can actually push cut into a recessed area. And the eyeglass screwdriver, of course. Every once in a while eyeglass wearers have their glasses loosen up, and that really is the right tool for the job. And it's thick, but it's not too thick. And one nice thing about it being thick is that you're going to tend to carry it in your belt pouch rather than in your pants pocket. And what that means is that the joints aren't going to get all full of lint. So it's, you know, this is already a year and a half, 2 years old, and it still has that original snap. Anyway, don't want this to get too long, and this was supposed to be my daughter's review, so I'm going to shut up now and phase out.